And I just told Shakur I wish him luck in his fight in July. Um, ain't too much to say about that. If the first thing you thinking about is me and nobody said nothing about you, and you gotta come on my victory, you know, I mean, you just sound like a depressed individual at the end of the day. Um, yeah, no comment on that. Like I said, he got to focus on Zepeda, and after he get through Zepeda, let's run it back because I didn't get that chance to fight. So yeah, but
Yeah, that's much right there.
yeah, I don't focus on
Just tell him,
negativity.
yo, let's run it back. What is
Yeah,
it? What is he twittering for? Send get past this fight, and if he wins, send a contract. We never got a chance to fight. The British Board of Commission pulled him out. We never pulled out of the fight.
it's
I don't
crazy.
know why people keep saying that. He was administered in a hospital and not from no sickness.
Well, you got to think when people
So,
see a comment, that everybody it's like a trickle effect. Everyone
but
be followers.
well, they don't have to be followers. They could see the truth. So that's why the British board took the license. That's why we didn't fight. So Shakur could fight us. He could get past Zepeda. He could fight us. Because if he don't get past Zepeda, we fight Zepeda. So it don't matter. That will be in the house. So it's on him. He can stop twittering and send a
And
contract.
look,
Tell him type of contract.
I'm a grown man at the end of the day. I don't know how other grown men conduct themselves, but I'm not gonna run a Twitter. Yeah, I'm not gonna run a Twitter and crap on somebody. He just had a victory, or like I was never one to be like run up in the ring after someone win and call them out. It's their moment. If you got something to say something to me like a couple days after. But I wouldn't have done that. But like I said, I wish him the best of luck at July, and we'll see where we go from there.
As well, I was listening to one of your interviews, and I think you caught eye on it. What was it?
Where he said, "Don't like get too excited off of Tevin's mistake," something like that. That's the only one I
You know the funny thing? They were saying how gifted he was defensively before the fight. When
see.
he break down his defense and exploit it like it's so basic, then it's he made a mistake. Most fighters that get knocked out made a mistake. Nobody get knocked out on purpose. Okay,
For real.
so it don't make sense when he type things like that.
And even didn't he make a tweet saying he had Tevin winning? So now it's a
Everybody,
whole different thing.
everybody had Tevin
But
winning.
now they got something else.
Guys out of boxing, get your goofies out of boxing. I
Shakur,
got
Shakur would get knocked out just as easy. That's the funny part.
Now he would get it worse
They
because it's
fight
personal.
similar. They fight similar. Shakur would get knocked out in the first round too. Shakur know that.
And the
Shakur know that.
difference though is personal with Shakur though. So
Yeah, then
I'm
we can
cracking.
yeah, we can stay off of that, but we know it's
Yeah.
personal. So Shakur would get done worse. So and I'm
He's
not bugging. Tell people to think I'm crazy on that one and have Shakur send a contract. And that ain't clickbait or nothing. We want the Shakur fight. Nobody ducked that fight. People out there talk about duck. Are y'all bugging? How you duck if you're in the ICU? Nigga, are you crazy?
I mean, they could see what I could do to the electrician though, and then we could go from there.
Nah,
No, I'm
forget
kidding. I ain't
that.
go. I ain't gonna put Josh Pally in the fire.
Yeah, nah, we being humble. We being humble, but on some real, we respect Shakur. We do respect him, and Jay Prince is a brilliant manager.
Wait,
I'm keeping
wait.
it real.
What'd you say?
We respect Shakur. Jay Prince is a brilliant manager. He is. Um, so I don't want them to think this is an attack on him. Because I brought Floyd over there for Jay Prince to manage before, but Jay Prince passed on it.
That's true.
And one day me and Jay Prince might sit down and talk business. So I'm leaving that there. So I don't want him to think I'm just coming at his camp. But he got two of the young gunners in our division, and we got a clean
Oh,
house.
what's up, Elijah? Elijah Pierce is
And
here.
we got a clean house. It's that simple because we said we're gonna be undisputed before we go to 140, 147. We doing the same thing Crawford did, but we had that plan just I guess just as long as Crawford. That's the only way you could reach greatness and legendary in this day and time because people not fighting 200 fights no more like they used to do back in the day. So you gotta become undisputed, like clean out these divisions to prove yourself. So we want all of them.
But off of him because this is my moment. So
Yeah.
Do you think that Shakur will have a change of heart of wanting to have that fight with you now? due to the fact of what you just did to Tevin Farmer, and he's fighting William Cepeda?
Fighter, or I would hope as a fighter, that wouldn't change the thing. And like I said, I don't want people to look at, oh, he did this to Tevin, he might do this to Shakur. No, 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 no.
Shakur's a different individual.
They're different individuals, and I don't want that credit from this fight. I want to fight Shakur, and let's see where we go
and
from
get
there.
credit from there. But he's still going to sleep.
But he's still got to go. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, he
Yeah.
got to get through Cepeda though. Cepeda is coming. Like
For real.
This is his like first world title shot. He's not playing games.
And he tweeting about us, and he got somebody that's gonna throw 100 and some punches per round, and his hands barely held up against an electrician.
Your mind like
so
that.
Why is he tweeting about us? He got somebody, a storm coming at him. So that brother needs to worry about that, or his belt gonna be right over there fighting with us at Golden Boy, and he's gonna go to the sidelines mad as hell. So he needs to
focus.
We gotta go.